Hello pilots, today I'm flying what many consider to be the worst top-tier aircraft in the game, the J-11A. For me, this aircraft represents something much deeper than simply labeling it as the worst. To me, it embodies the flaws of a broken battle rating system. At least in my opinion, it's too weak to be at 13.7, yet too strong to be at 13.3. This means the issue isn't necessarily the aircraft itself, but rather an entire matchmaking built around it. However, that's a topic for another video. Let's see how it's possible to fly this bird. I chose a passive route that shouldn't have necessarily had so many frontal engagements at the start as it did now. However, on this map, for some reason, there are players who enjoy getting themselves killed early on by taking on 1v everyone. So let's avoid the obstacles in our path and maintain a safe position. And until the furball forms, we can take out 1 or 2 targets that are poorly positioned, as long as it doesn't cost us altitude and speed. Notice how he receives a hard lock but continues to stare fixedly at his targets. It was just me and him here, so I didn't feel the need to make a suppression engagement. I wanted to launch a missile in the best possible way to take him down. There are many allies in front of me, so there is no problem losing altitude, as I will somehow be defended by them. Here, the timing of turning toward a target makes all the difference. They can miss as many times as they want, but if I make a single mistake, my aircraft won't forgive me. Starting again on a passive route, I usually prefer to take passive routes with the flanker. This is because we generally need to be very close to achieve effective BVR engagements, and I don't want an AM-120B reconnecting to me twice per second. Never stop repositioning to areas where broad defense is possible. Without these maneuvers, some of these kills wouldn't be achievable, nor would staying alive. And more than the Su-27SM, due to having a worse radar and RWR, you are even more dependent on your team. Playing around allies is a priority. You will rarely be able to act as a carry in this aircraft. In rocky pillars, I sometimes like to flank from the right side because these mountains provide good cover to advance unnoticed, allowing engagements on unaware targets. Well, I thought this J-10 would be much farther away, but for some reason, the spot system only showed him to me at 4 kilometers, even though my sight passed where he was. Let's move on to the next one. In Golan, on this side of the map, the team has spread out much more. This means we have much less pressure to move through the center of the map, which is where the enemy team will face more pressure. So, you really need a lot of patience to follow passive routes in order to secure lateral or rear engagements in the mid-game. This guy probably thought my R-73 was an R-77. He died from an entirely avoidable IR missile. Learn from your colleagues' mistakes. Now, as usual, I will leave the rest of the matches for you, the viewer. to enjoy the silence of the gameplay, and practice the lessons I've shared through observation. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to help each other, and if it's a good question, I will make sure to do my best to answer it. Well, gentlemen, that's it for today. Do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Is there something that works better for you? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Until next time, Karma out.